had a lot of weird messages. And I've actually, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've actually made a change to the video setting so that no one will be able to comment because the comments are highly distracting, they're irrelevant. And I really want to stick to the point. Like, this is really important for me, and I really want you to know that. And so I'm going to keep doing these live videos, but I'm just going to turn off the chat at the moment, like while I am practicing just focusing on sharing my message. So, um, so if you guys have heard this before, bear with me. I'm sharing this again. So this is really important. A lot of people ask me, how do I how do I appear to be more confident in front of others? And what is the fastest way can I remove the jitters and stop being nervous? Because, like, let's be honest, whenever you're nervous, the first thing that the, the most important thing for you to do in the moment, the most important thing that you want to do in the moment is stop being nervous. Like, that is the biggest thing that is on your mind. You want to stop feeling that way because in that moment it feels like you're going to suffocate in front of everybody. You're gonna have like your heart is gonna clench, your whole body clenches. You feel like you can't breathe in your own body. And um, I just want to break down the mechanics of what it means to be confident. Because when you actually understand what confidence is, and we don't overcomplicate it with like skills, techniques, tricks, hacks, practices, etc., right? And we go back to the basics of what confidence is. When you understand that, you will stop being misaligned with yourself. It's actually really simple. And the fact that no one talks about this is a bit mind blowing. So if you're here and you haven't seen my videos before, I like to give very unconventional advice and I really speak right to the problem. And 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 times, I can always pinpoint where people feel unconfident or they feel lack of confidence or where they feel disconnected with themselves. So this is going to be really important for you. When we are trying to appear to be more confident, what's actually happening is that we're making an impression, right? We know that. Like, I want someone to think highly of me. I want them to think I'm smart. I want them to think that I'm professional. I want them to think that I know exactly what I'm saying when I actually feel a bit lost on the inside and I'm also confused, whatever. And what is actually happening is that you are you are kind of falsifying. You are making an impression of something that you're not. You're appearing yourself to be in front of people in a certain way that you don't feel on the inside. So what's happening is that there's a disconnection. There's an incongruence to how you feel about yourself and how you present yourself to others. The bigger the gap of this incongruence, so the less confident you feel and the more you want to appear, the more nervous you're going to be, because that is a very big disconnect from how you appear to be. And what that does is every time you try to appear to be more confident, it robs you from that internal alignment. So, what is confidence actually? Confidence is knowing that you have an internal alignment with yourself. Confidence is knowing, I know who I am, and the version that you see of me is exactly how I see myself. So, I'm not trying to make an impression of something that I am not. So when that happens, when there is like full alignment, like I feel this way about myself and this is what you see is what you get basically. Then this produces confidence because I am at peace with how I feel about myself. I am at peace with my self image. I am at peace with how I appear. So I'm not worried about that. Right. And that places me at a place of self acceptance. And what is self acceptance? Self acceptance is confidence. Right. The people who are not confident are also the ones who don't really accept themselves as they are. So the sooner you can actually accept yourself just as you are, the sooner you'll be confident. It's actually really simple. So let's start with someone who is, um, you know, nervous or feeling jittery or just, your gut is like twisted into knots. Um, the best thing to do is actually just stop pretending. Like the more you pretend, the bigger the gap is going to be, and the more nervous it's going to make you. So pretending to be confident is actually going to rob you from feeling good about yourself, because you are at disapproval, you are waging war with yourself, you are um knowingly presenting an image of you that you don't feel genuinely true about yourself on the inside. So there's going to be a part of you that says, haha, you're lying. I know this is not who you really are. Right. And so stop lying to yourself. Stop creating this internal conflict. Because when you stop creating this internal conflict and you say, you know what, I'm nervous and I've dealt with it my entire life, what like how bad is it actually going to be to admit that I am nervous for once, to actually be able to live with it instead of fighting it, causing internal conflict with myself and letting everybody see that, right? Because the sooner I can be at a place of acceptance, the sooner I will be in alignment. When I am in alignment, there's nothing else for me to hide. There's nothing else for me to pretend or keep up with. I don't longer have to keep up with an image, right? So I am in full alignment, and everybody's gonna see that. And what you see is what you get. So what is there not to be confident about that? Like that totally makes sense. And if you're nervous, it's also okay to say you're nervous every once in a while. I have said that before. I have said that, oh, this situation makes me feel really uncomfortable. Um, Having so many eyes on me makes me a little nervous. Um, this subject is so important to me. I'm a little nervous to put that out there, etc. And it's totally okay. And the more you admit and the more you accept the humanity side of you, the vulnerable side of you, the true side of you, right? And the more you just stop hiding that, the more your body is going to acclimatize, acclimatize. I can't remember that word. It's late. Um, your body's going to get used to the feeling of everything I say is true, and there's truth in your word, there's density, there's substance in the things that you're saying. You're no longer just saying words that make you look smart or pretty or clever or professional. You are saying words because they are of substance, because they are true, they hold weight. And so the more you carry and feel this feeling in your body, the more your confidence is going to grow, because you are in alignment with how you feel about yourself, and you're in alignment with what you say you are. And guys, this is so powerful. Like, this could literally change how you show up overnight in front of others. This could change your next conversation. If you believe what I say, this could change your very next conversation, and you could just stop feeling nervous. You could put this whole acting pretending thing behind you forever. Like, being nervous no longer has to be a thing, because once you understand that your confidence actually comes from your alignment, And the sooner you can accept that, yeah, I was nervous in the first place. So what? I love that about myself. I can accept that. Okay, maybe I don't love it, but I can accept it, right? I've lived with it my entire life. I've got nothing more to hide. What have I got to lose? Then you will start building your confidence from there. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Love ya. See you next time.